Welcome to Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory. Welcome to Basic Training. This training exercise will cover unit selection, camera control, and basic orders. During the game, you will receive objectives to complete. Here's an example. You can see your objectives listed on the left side of the screen. Moving your mouse cursor over the objective icon reveals its description. Try this now and move. Good. If the objective is off-screen, an arrow will point to it. For training purposes, the description and direction arrow will remain on-screen. Good. Now, we will cover how to select units. This is a Rifleman Squad, the basic infantry unit. Note the Rifleman icon and the squad's health bar above the unit. In Company of Heroes, you issue orders to squads, not individual soldiers. A squad needs to be selected before you can give them orders. Left-click on the Rifleman Squad to select it.
Time to kill some Krauts.
Good. You can see they're selected by the circle on the ground around them. All selected squads are shown on the selection panel in the middle of the taskbar. You can access the squad's abilities from the command panel on the right. The mini-map is shown on the left side of the taskbar. It displays an overview of the entire battlefield. To get more information about anything on the taskbar, move your mouse over it. This will display additional information in the help text. Here's an engineer squad. You can select several squads at the same time by holding the left mouse button and dragging a selection box over both of the squads.
Engineers, pay attention.
Excellent. You can see both squads in the selection panel of the taskbar. You can cycle through each squad in your selection by pressing Tab, or go directly to a squad by left-clicking on their squad icon in the taskbar. Try this to cycle the Rifleman Squad. Good. You can now give orders to this individual squad and use their special abilities in the command panel. Left-click on the Group Select icon to return to the group selection. Good. Our engineers are being deployed elsewhere. We will now cover unit movement. All basic orders in the Company of Heroes are issued using the right mouse button. To issue a move order to your Rifleman Squad, right-click on the indicated location. Good. In order to move units outside the immediate viewable area, you will need to pan the camera. Moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen pans the camera in that direction. Try this now and pan the camera to the left. Good. Now follow the objective arrow and pan the camera. Excellent. Now, order the squad to...
Time we moved out of here.
Good.
Coming up behind you.
Good. Now you get the basic idea. Left-click to select units. Right-click to issue basic orders. In Company of Heroes, you can rotate the camera to see more of the battlefield. To do this, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse to rotate and tilt your camera view. That's it. To return the camera to its default position, press the backspace key twice. Excellent. You can also zoom in and zoom out with the mouse wheel. Try this now. Fantastic. Again, pressing backspace will return your camera to its default. Company of Heroes is best played from the default camera position. Let's move on out. Issue a move order to the indicated position up the road. To do this, right-click on the indicated position. Notice that as your squad moves, they reveal more of the surrounding landscape. This is the fog of war. Your units can only see what is immediately around them.
Moving up on the left!
Well done. Your squad is in position. An event queue has appeared on the left of the screen to let you know that enemies have been spotted. Click on the event queue or press the spacebar to focus the camera on the location of the event. An Axis patrol is moving in and trying to capture our strategic point. Notice that enemy units are shown in red. Your units are shown in blue. Right-click on the enemy troops to attack them.
Weapons ready.
Move up, I'll cover you.
Attack when in range.
Notice your mouse changes to an attack cursor as you mouse over the enemy squads. Enemy units. Good job. Now, let's get that strategic point back. Right-click on the strategic point to order
we'll
your...
take it,
Notice
all
your
right.
mouse changes to a capture cursor when you mouse over a strategic point.
Point captured.
Excellent. This concludes basic training. You've earned your stripes. You have learned how to select units, move the camera, and how to use the right mouse button to issue basic commands. Click Continue to return to base. Welcome to Infantry Combat Training. We'll be commanding an airborne infantry squad and learning how to use cover, flank the enemy, and use abilities. So far, we've issued commands with the right mouse button. However, using abilities from the taskbar is done with the left mouse button. Left-click on the flashing button, then left-click on the indicated position to deploy your paratroopers. Allied paratroopers inbound. Your squad is parachuting in now. In company of heroes, using abilities is always done with the left mouse button. These guys are airborne infantry, elite paratroopers that can be airdropped anywhere on the battlefield.
Airborne,
The
ready
red
for
shield
duty.
displayed next to the squad's icon indicates the squad is exposed. Exposed squads are especially vulnerable to enemy fire. Let's order the paratroopers into better cover. Select your paratrooper squad.
Okay,
Right-click
airborne.
near the
Eyes
indicated
open. Move
option.
out. Left element, moving up.
The yellow dots on the ground show areas of light cover. Light cover offers limited protection from enemy fire. Good. The yellow shield icon over your squad shows they are in light cover. Let's move again. Right-click near the stone wall to move the paratroopers into heavy cover.
Stay low. Moving.
The green dots represent areas of heavy cover. Good. As you can see, the shield is now green. Your squad is now in heavy cover. Time to move into enemy territory. Let's use the Attack Move ability. Remember, targeted abilities like Attack Move are confirmed with a left click. Left click on the Attack Move button in the taskbar. Then, pan the camera to the target location.
Weapons at the
Squads
ready, man.
using Attack Move will automatically attack the enemy and then continue to their destination. Enemy sighted.
Fire. Airborne, on me. Get up there. Stick to the wall. Up the wall.
Shit without fucking armor. You are dead fucking meat. You are magic,
We're being
Good.
hit by Kraut
Enemy
every
patrol
way.
destroyed.
Annihilated.
Mortars, incoming. A Kraut mortar team has been spotted near the chapel. Attack the mortar squad by right-clicking on them.
Give him frickin' hell.
Go! Get up, airborne!
As you've seen, your squads will automatically use cover when attacking.
Useless without fresh armor. Need a fresh clip!
Do it.
Good work.
Reporting target annihilated!
Notice your squad was promoted to veteran status.
Fine
There
arm,
are 3
fine
ranks of
cover.
veterancy in
Oh,
Company of
craftsmanship.
Heroes. All units gain veterancy the longer they are in combat, making them more effective on the battlefield. Recon shows the enemy has set up a heavy machine gun team to cover the road. We need to take it out. Attack the heavy machine gun team by right-clicking on it.
Fire weapons!
To the wall! Don't get shot!
Your squad is taking enfilade fire from that MG. This is the MG's arc of fire. We need to stay out of this area. Order your squad to move to the indicated position to flank the machine gun.
On me and move out!
Excellent. Let's throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun team. Left-click on the flashing grenade icon in the taskbar, and then left-click on the machine gun team to set the target
Beat a
location.
pineapple! Covering fire!
Get down!
Using abilities like grenades costs resources. The machine gun team is out of action. Now, let's take over that MG-42. Time for a little payback. Capture the heavy machine gun by right-clicking on it.
Take position. Airborne at your
Excellent.
service.
You now control 2 squads, a heavy machine gun team and a paratrooper squad. Now, let's redeploy the heavy machine gun to cover the road using the Set Facing command. Select your heavy machine gun team.
Grab those
Hold down the
belts,
right
Private.
mouse button over the MG team and drag the mouse in the direction of the arrow. Release the button to order the heavy machine gun team to face in that direction.
Eyes on the horizon while you move.
You can issue a Set Facing command to all squads and vehicles in Company of Heroes. Incoming enemy patrol. Notice that your squads automatically attack nearby enemies.
Fire! They're coming for us, everyone! Taking fire! Useless without
Enemy patrol destroyed.
Target annihilated!
More paratroopers are inbound to our position. Before our final objective, we need to capture the nearby strategic point to extend our front lines. Select the new paratrooper squad.
The view was better from the
Right-click on the
plane.
nearby
Oh, we'll
strategic
take
point
it.
to capture it.
Paratroopers on point. Able Company
Good.
has the point.
This sector is now under our control. Time to upgrade your squad. Upgrade your paratroopers by left-clicking on the flashing recoilless rifle icon.
Yes, sir.
Recoilless rifles are heavy anti-tank weapons that are effective against vehicles and structures. Excellent. Notice the upgrade icon above the health bar on the squad indicator. Time to attack the enemy and clear out the area. Order your squads to destroy the enemy machine gun team defending this farm using what you've learned so far. Remember, use cover and grenades. Good luck.
Safety's off.
Right element, moving up.
Fall in, Airborne. Backs to the wall, Airborne.
Taking MG fire!
Where you man? Rifle squad, move out! Rifle squad, move out! Airborne, stand by. Airborne, move out.
Grab those belts, Private.
Cops are hitting us pretty hard here!
Cal, stow it and move.
Airborne, front and center. Make a run for it.
Making for the
Airborne
wall.
here. Let's go wake
Taking
Jerry.
automatic fire.
Go! Stay low! Get going!
Loaded! Get another belt in there! Pack that thing and move!
Enemy fire! Enemy squad taking heat! Listen up, Paris. Double time, Airborne. Up two, let's go. Advance! Flags moving! Stay low, we're pulling out. Go!
Taking automatic fire.
Contact! Crowd infantry! Enemy fucking pineapple! Airborne, ready for action! Go! Stay low!
Pretty hard here.
Be over before
Taking automatic fire.
move now!
During infantry training, you learned how to use cover, flank enemy positions, upgrade your squads, and use targeted abilities like grenades. Infantry training complete. Dismissed. Welcome to Base Operations Training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses. Our headquarters is located in this farmhouse. The HQ is your most crucial structure. With it, you call in reinforcements and off-map support. First, let's deploy an engineer squad. To do this requires resources. As you can see on your taskbar, you have no resources. For training purposes, we'll give you enough resources to get started, but normally you earn resources by capturing territory sectors. We'll explore this later. There are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Manpower is your primary resource. You spend manpower to deploy squads and vehicles. To deploy an engineer squad, select the HQ now. Left-click on the flashing button. Engineers are your basic construction squad. They can build defenses and base structures. Your engineers are ready for duty. Let's begin construction of a barracks. First, select your engineers.
Army Corps here.
Left-click the flashing to build a barracks. Left-click the flashing button, and then left-click at the end.
Where I'm
Base
building,
structures
you
can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
Barracks complete,
Good.
as ordered.
The barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry troops to the battlefield and upgrade your squads. Time to call in a rifleman squad. Select your barrack. Now, left-click on the rifle. Again, notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the rifleman squad. The rifleman squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon, and then newly deployed squads will automatically
Rifle
move
squad
to that
deployed.
location. You've spent all of your resources. We'll now show you how to earn more. Remember, there are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is generated from your headquarters and from the total number of territory sectors you control. The first number in the highlighted area shows the total amount of manpower you currently have. The second number shows how much manpower you are earning per minute. Munitions is the second resource. You spend munitions to upgrade your squads and use special abilities like throwing grenades. A constant stream of munitions is generated by capturing munitions sectors such as this one. Fuel is the final resource and is spent to deploy heavy vehicles, base structures, and to purchase global upgrades. A constant stream of fuel is generated by capturing fuel sectors like this one. The mini-map shows the location of all resource points. To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flashing button to bring up the tactical map. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors. Each sector has an icon which represents the location of the strategic point and the type of resource it provides. The more sectors you control, the more manpower you will receive. To return to the game view, click on the Exit button and will capture a... Select your rifleman's squad.
Watch your flank!
Quit your yapping
Right-click
and get
on the
ready to
munitions
move.
point to capture it. Right-click.
Munitions
Good.
depot is
You've
ours.
captured the point, and now you control the territory sector. As you can see on the mini-map, the sector is now blue, indicating it is Allied territory. However, the sector is also flashing. This means it is out of supply, and you are not receiving resources from it. Bring up the tactical map to get a better understanding of supply lines. The munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see, it's not connected to your HQ sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector. Double-click on the strategic point symbol to zoom in on that location. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
Ready to die? Just make it count. Squad on the double.
Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
Oh, we'll take it, all right.
Move to the sandbags! He is shot! Get a medic! We got
Excellent.
the point!
Strategic points are vital in establishing your front lines and territory. Now, let's return to the munitions sector. The munitions sector is now in supply and generating a constant stream of resources. The resources a sector generates is indicated on its icon. Notice this matches your current munitions rate on the taskbar. Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase your munitions intake and make it harder for the enemy to capture. Now click on the flashing Field Defenses button on the command panel. Left-click on the Observation Post button, and then left-click on the munitions point.
I didn't come all the way to Europe to do this.
Building complete.
Now that the observation post is complete, the sector is secure. Notice that your munitions rate has increased. More importantly, the enemy will need to destroy your observation post before they can capture your sector. This area is crawling with German patrols. Time to defend our front lines. Select your engineer squad.
Get to the wall now!
You tell
Click
us
on the
where,
flashing
we'll
Field
tell you
Emplacements button to access your defensive build options. Left-click on the MG Emplacement button, and then position it by left-clicking on the indicated location. Finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach.
when. Building detail. Let's get it done.
Construction
Excellent.
is done.
Good enough for army work.
Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops.
Right, Elephant, move it up!
They're retreating.
Firing on us!
However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops.
Men down!
We need to fortify our position. In Company of Heroes, you can garrison local buildings which provide excellent cover for squads during combat. Order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it.
Hold up in there!
Coming up behind you!
Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a forward barracks, allowing you to deploy troops closer to the front. Select the local building. Left-click on the flashing button to upgrade it. Only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks. Improvements to our HQ are finished. Now you can deploy infantry squads from this building in exactly the same way you do from a barracks. Now deploy a rifleman squad from your forward barracks.
Rifle squad on
Excellent.
point.
Select your rifleman squad.
Rifle
Use the
squad,
rifleman
all eyes
squad
and
to
ears.
capture the indicated strategic point.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
Moving up!
Weapons ready!
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Now!
Oh, we'll take it all right.
Point is ours.
Left flank, moving up! Fire the blast! Ready, Jay! Cover!
Be over before we even get a shot off.
The flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit.
Deploy and head to that position!
The flashing red indicator shows your squad is now pinned.
We got crack troops
Pinned
firing
units
on
are
us!
ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Left-click the flashing retreat.
On
Retreat
me!
will
We're
break
getting
any
out of here!
suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus.
Cover me!
Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can reinforce squad members one member at a time. Select your rifleman squad.
The men are
Click
formed
the
up,
flashing
sir.
button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. Infantry reserves en route. Reinforcement proceeding.
We've got new
Squads
recruits.
can only reinforce if they are near a base structure, a forward barracks, or a half-track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience by capturing territory, building structures, and fighting the enemy. Once you've gained enough experience, you're rewarded with a command point. You can use command points to unlock special abilities. To do this, left-click on the flashing company command. There are 3 companies you can choose: infantry, airborne, and armor. Each has its own special abilities and unique units. For training, we'll choose the infantry company. However, during the game, you'll be able to pick the company that best fits your playstyle. Click on the infantry company icon to select it. Then, click the Accept button to confirm. Here are the special abilities available to you as an infantry company commander. The Defensive Operations ability allows your riflemen to build defenses. Click on the Defensive Operations button. Then, click the Accept button to confirm your choice. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your Rifleman Squad.
Fall
Left
in,
click on
Rifleman.
the Build Field Defenses menu. Left click at the indicated location. Now drag the mouse to the final location.
I want
Good.
a wall of sandbags
Your
between us
riflemen
and
are now
Jared.
building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
Construction detail, our work is done here.
Eyes on the horizon while you go!
Earn more command points. Left click on the company commander. Left click on the flashing button to unlock a devastating use the artillery strike ability to defeat the German attack. Okay, take cover. Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to establish your base, call in additional troops, capture territory, defend your front lines, and use company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations. Welcome to Armored Training. We've just got word that a convoy from Baker Company has come under attack north of our current position. Select your Sherman tank. Use your Sherman tank to move to the ambush site.
Driver, move out.
Use your Sherman tank to... There's the enemy. Order your Sherman to attack. That was a direct hit, but it did little damage because of the Panzer's heavy armor. You need to flank the enemy tank and attack its rear armor, which is weaker. Issue a move order to the position behind the Panzer tank.
Let's get it on. Get this tin can moving. Taking fire.
Good. You've scored a hit to its rear armor. Enemy tank incoming. Look out.
Second strike for that. Get this bucket of bolts rolling. Taking hits. Sherman taking hits. Sign those gears. Come on. Give it all she's got.
You've been hit.
That hit the engine. Sherman on the attack.
Good shoot. Now, let's look at the damage. That shot from the Panzer scored a critical hit and has immobilized your tank. Notice the unit information display on the taskbar shows the Sherman tank has suffered from a critical hit to its engine. Your tanks can be repaired in the field with the help of the engineer squads. Repairing a vehicle will remove any critical hits it has received. Select your engineer squad.
Squad
Order your
ready for
engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it.
Fix her up as good as new.
Order your